Hi Libra, welcome to your Heart Wisdom reading for the week beginning 14th of December 2020 with me, Angela. I hope you're well. Thanks for being here and thank you so much for commenting, liking, sharing and subscribing. It helps me to know that what I'm doing is effective and reaching those that need it. It's much appreciated, Libra. Excuse me. I pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm going to shuffle them again while I focus on your lovely energy. By the way, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate, but I hope at least it gives you food for thought. And if you would like a private reading with me, the link to my booking system is below the video. So what might you need to look at this week, Libra? What challenge might you be facing? And how can we help you overcome that? What message can we bring for your highest good for the week beginning 14th of December 2020? Okay, so we've got water, inspiration, wisdom, and from the bottom of the deck, commitment. Okay, so in the challenge position, you've got water. Contributing to that challenge is inspiration. Wisdom is the answer or the solution, and the underlying energy is commitment. So what might you be finding challenging, Libra, in terms of water? And how is that linked to inspiration for you? Water can mean many things. You know, it's a general reading, so there are lots of ways to interpret the cards. You can speak about cooling things off or dampening things down, putting the fire out, you know, killing the passion, as it were. It can speak of, you know, drowning or going deep, in terms of going deep in water. And what it's speaking to me about in this spread for you, Libra, is feelings, about the emotional realm, and something about you struggling with your feelings. And it may be that you're doubting your feelings or just finding it difficult to sit with your feelings. You may be having some strong emotions at the moment, or certainly this week. It's going to resonate differently for different people because, as you know, it's a general reading. So hopefully you will know what this means for you. And inspiration being here is linked to this. So it may be that, you know, you're feeling down or feeling low because you're struggling to find inspiration, you know, reason to be happy, to feel optimistic, to get out of bed in the morning. And it may be connected with your work, or a creative project perhaps, or even, you know, in relationships. It can affect all areas of your life, depending on how this resonates. And yes, so just know, Libra, that this is it's a phase, and it's going to pass. And it may be, you know, connected to the restrictions and limitations that we're all dealing with this year. And I know some of us have been impacted more than others, and you know, it can be worrying and draining in terms of our energy. So yes, just know that it's a phase, it's going to pass, and things are going to be much better next year generally. And we will have all been impacted by this in different ways, and we will all be changed by it to some extent. And ultimately, it's all to the good. And yes, you can trust your feelings, and it's safe for you to feel your feelings, if that makes sense. And having wisdom here in the answer or the solution, it speaks about you trusting trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, that inner voice. And you know, that's going to be your guide this week, and generally, but particularly this week. If you feel, you know, that emotions come up and you find them overwhelming, and sometimes when we get into that place, we can think that's us permanently. You know, this is how I am now. But no, there may well be a clearing process going on for you, where certain emotions need to be brought to the surface for you to experience them and then release them, so that you can move forward, and certainly into the new year, without that baggage weighing you down. And you have the ability to go within and listen to that this week and commitment being here, which is the underlying energy for the spread, speaks of you being committed to this process, Libra. So what does that mean? Well, what's coming across to me is that you have an awareness of the need for this clearing out, in terms of, you know, these emotions coming to the surface. And yes, water is speaking of emotions to me, but I'm also conscious of the cleansing properties of water as well. And yes, that's what's coming across. It's about you feeling these feelings and letting them go and feeling cleansed as a result, and lighter and freer in some way. And that's then going to lead you to be feeling more inspired and lighter and more optimistic, and yes, happier as well. I hope that resonates, Libra, and that it makes sense. Yes, listening to your intuition is really going to help this week. And having commitment here, as I said, that shows you're committed to this. You have the necessary staying power to go through this process and not get pulled down or overwhelmed by it. And yes, you may have some strong feelings, but just know it's a cleansing process, and it's not a reflection of your life now, and it's not a reflection of your life going forward. It's about things that have happened in the past, and you're wanting to be free of those, any baggage that you're carrying relating to that. And you're going to, certainly, if you don't achieve it this week, Libra, you're beginning that process, and you've got the commitment to stick with it. So I'm really pleased for you. I'm curious to see how you progress with this. Do join me for the next weekly reading, and until then, may your heart be your guide. Love and light. Namaste.